bound in flesh and
Yeah, it's got
inked
like
in
a
blood.
face on it.
Yeah, and inked in blood. It's the important part. It's inked in blood.
Kitab al-Azif.
One of my professors in college really loved some artist, and he found, or some like musician, Bob Dylan, and he saw a picture
I like Bob Dylan.
of Bob Dylan painted in this restaurant, and he asked the owner, he's like, "Hey, I want to buy that picture of Bob Dylan." And he's like, "I can't sell it. My daughter painted it." And he's like, "Well, I'll give her like $5,000 for it." And he goes, "No, like my daughter painted it with her own blood." And he was like, "I've got to have it even more." And he paid $10,000 for a picture painted of Bob Dylan in some girl's blood.
That's hot.
It was terrifying.
Back in the good old days, we would have just bought the girl. Sorry.
Oh my god,
We are live.
we are live.
We have
I'm
zero
aware.
viewers.
live.
I'm aware.
We have 0 viewers. It's okay.
It's sarcasm.
We have two.
It's
Two
sarcasm.
according by
Our
mine.
digital footprint
now it
is
says two.
gonna be atrocious.
Yeah, it's
No,
like
it's
I've
Yeah.
seen
jobs in the future.
some of the TikToks I see are so much worse than anything we say.
I will say
That's true. That's true.
I'm so glad that none of us were planning on going into jobs with government. That's just that's
Hey, who said I
real-
wasn't
work
planning?
with
No, I'm
schools.
Now that one might be a problem,
Hey.
but
You guys should look at what I send the iMessage group.
Oh no.
oh god,
Let's see what it
It's
is.
not bad. It's just cute and funny.
Blinky.
Say hello to Salah al-Din Yusuf,
Blinky
Ibn
for
Ayyub,
sure.
the custodian of Egypt, conqueror of the Levant, benevolent Kurdish leader of the Caliphate.
that's Phantom's new name.
Dinkley for short.
Binkley. Cute little Binkley.
Man, that's like it's
I
like
would love to give my pet like a long ass name and then just have it be
Many
like,
titles, like Setra.
nothing.
my German Shepherd has a middle or a first and a middle name. It's Chloe Elizabeth.
Yeah,
Congrats, bro.
Yeah.
my dog is Max, but his name is technically Maximilian.
Mm-hmm.
I had a dog named Max. He was a 3.5-pound poodle, and he shivered like hell. He clearly hated every single day of his life.
I mean this in the
Most
nicest
tiny
way
dogs do.
possible. I mean this in the nicest way possible. Pugs don't deserve to live.
Not in the way we've made them. We've
Exactly.
ruined
Not-
them.
They okay, yeah. They don't. Their existence is mean.
We've
They're-
tortured that animal into looking like that.
Yeah.
I don't like.
I don't
I'm
know. What
not
about
trying
bull
to sound
terriers,
like
though? I think bull
support-
terriers might be the G of horrible-looking, deformed dogs.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta be honest. I'm not trying to sound like I'm supporting dog eugenics or anything like that, but I feel like certain breeds, like pugs and like English bulldogs, that are so like some of the lines that are just so disfigured that like they immediately have breathing problems the moment they're born. I
Yeah.
kind of think we should just stop breeding for
No,
ethical reasons.
I agree. But people think they're cute, so it won't happen. Also,
Yeah.
I'd like to apologize in advance. Can you guys
Yeah.
hear the drilling going on in the background at all?
So far, nothing's come
No.
through. If he's been drilling, we haven't heard it at all.
Love
I
that
thought that
double
was your
noise gate.
vibrate. I mean, what? I didn't.
It's like it's like that one chess player that cheated by having a vibrating butt plug.
Was that proven?
Yes, it was
Magnus
proven.
that was proven. That's awesome.
I'm
The fact
pretty
Magnus
sure it
calls
was
and accuses
proven.
someone of that, and it isn't a total joke, is
It's
hilarious.
chess.
Also- Apparently, if you like actually know a lot
I-
about chess, it's like pretty easy to tell when people are cheating. Because
Don't
like
mess up.
yeah, but also like computers just like don't use like actual strategies. They just kind of move based on whatever's the calculated best
Yeah,
move.
they're all
And
reactive.
people
They
use
don't
like
have any
actual strategies.
long-term strategy. They're all reactive play.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay,
and so like
I
it's
found it. I found it.
it's just weird if you're not.
So yeah, you'll watch them for like 10 turns and see this person hasn't made a single like unique thought of their own. They've just responded in kind
Yeah.
to what I've done, and then you're like, okay, this guy's kind of
Or like if they're not making like any book moves and they're literally just like, you know, moving random stuff every single time, they're probably cheating.
Okay.
Unless you're like super low level, then they're probably just like
Just throwing shit
lucking into,
around.
like good moves.
I was like, when I was flying back from Utah, I was trying to play chess on that thing on the plane. I had it set on the easiest difficulty, and I could not beat it. And it
Oh
was so
my
humiliating.
god!
That's tough, man. Like
Holy
I
crap!
can beat
Okay,
like shitty bots, but I don't think I could beat a single like human being in chess.
So, it's not been confirmed or denied, but I'm looking at the article on Vice, so that should tell you how, reliable it is.
Okay.
But apparently a cam site even offered Neiman $1 million to play nude to prove he was not using an AI-powered sex toy.
And did he accept?
Apparently not.
Case closed. He did.
I mean, would you accept? Wait, what am
Yeah.
I kidding? Of course you would.
Yeah,
Never mind.
yeah. It's $1 million, man.
$1 million.
I do a lot more for a lot less.
And I get to
It's a
prove my innocence if I am innocent.
It's $1 million. I get to prove my innocence, and I'm a college student with bills.
And you get to
I'm just saying. Yeah, exactly.
I would specifically have them set up a gooch cam.
It's like
There's
that
probably
one
some pervert out
scene.
there, and that's
So-
like his fantasy is just to like play chess naked in front of a bunch of people.
It's that one scene from season 3 of The Boys where they had the toilet cam.
So,
Yeah. Oh yeah. One of the
What?
best parts of fucking.
I like legitimately
I
don't
don't
It
remember
was-
the orgy's name.
Herogasm.
Herogasm. Yeah, I knew it was
Mhm.
hero, but I couldn't remember the second one.
And see, it's
My
okay
favorite
because we're
scene
talking about a
is
prime
just
show.
when. Oh yeah, my favorite scene is just when he like claps on like the Daredevil knockoff.
Poor guy.
Oh,
man.
yeah,
He's like,
yeah,
"What
that-
are you now? Just another
Yeah.
blind guy."
Yeah, just question. What
Just turns him
would
into
happen if I were just to... You really think I'm
Now
going to
you're
let
just
a
another
cripple on the
useless
7?
fucking blind guy.
Yeah.
God, Homelander, what a testament to good values and such.
It's
Yeah.
a great acting, too. I mean...
Oh my God, yeah, Anthony Starr
Yeah.
killed that role. All right, let's.
absolutely.
I watched that
Yeah.
whole show like alone in my room, and my brother was watching it for the first time recently, and so I like
Hmm.
saw a lot of it with him. And I don't know,
Mhm.
it's just funny seeing like other people's reactions to it now.
It is, man.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is. It's something I
We-
really want to watch with someone who hasn't seen it because it is.
We should do a
makes
reaction
sense.
video on Patreon with Steven,
I've never seen
because
it.
Steven hasn't seen it.
Yeah,
Goes
because the most
wow.
intense reaction you make when you're like alone in your room is just like,
Yeah, it's just, that ain't right.
Is that when the girl crushes his head like a watermelon?
Play alone at the edge of the universe, humming a tune.
All right, 3, 2, 1. I'm Brent.
Welcome to another lovely episode of the Dice Room from the Shadows. Steven, I'm gonna pass it off to you to start off the intro.
Well, it is lovely to have everyone back. In case you missed our announcement on Discord, this is actually going to be our series finale of the first series of... What just happened? Of...
The first season.
No, I was looking at Caleb's camera. It's going to be the series finale, the season finale of our first...
I had to cover the
season.
camera up for a minute.
From the first season of From the Shadows. I just want to say thank you for all of you who've come, watched, stuck with us, supported us through this entire journey. It's been my first campaign. It's been a joy to run. It has been incredible to learn in these past 14 episodes. This will make 15. Just see how I've changed, see how the players changed, see how I can build off everyone. And really, learn more and more about our players. And just, find what weird quirks they have about them. And see how
Found
we
a
can
plenty of
build
those.
off of that,
Sat on many a booth in my day.
Lost many a climbing speed, all that.
Whole 2 feet lost and counting. Who knows how much you might lose this session?
Depending on how it goes, we'll see. But regardless, I do truly want to say thank you. It has been a great journey, and I can't wait for what's next. As we get on from that, we get into our just normal intro. Want to say welcome in for another episode of From the Shadows, featuring myself, Steven, as your DM, and we'll go in order left to right, introducing our players and their characters.
Oh, that's me. Hi there, guys. It's me, the chap. No, I'm not doing that. Hi, guys. It's Chaps. I play Damien Hearthstone, the totally human barbarian. And ye.
Yo, what's good? I'm Davis. I play Bryn, the Kenku Ranger, and his crow companion, Scav.
I am Caleb. I play Hygit.
Hygith Roguk.
Gotta get those.
Roguk.
I love his last name, bro. It shit goes.
I get-
Roguk. It does.
It
Uh,
goes.
Oh,
It goes.
good.
I don't normally give my
Yeah.
characters last names, but
Mhm.
Rogu goes hard as heck.
I just like to.
Mhm.
Roguk.
It's, kind of
In my
kinda
one
got,
shot, there was a lake named Loch Roguk.
Oh my gosh.
kind of like
I remember
kinda
sailing
like,
across it, but I didn't remember its name.
Yeah. it's kind of got the
Yeah.
similar vibes of ambush in boots. Fear me if you dare. You know, kind of got like the powerful name aspect of it.
Anyways,
I'm Hygith and Boots.
I'm Hygith in boots. Fear me if you dare.
anyways, I want to give my last thank you for the time being, as someone else will be taking over the intros going forward, to our partner, Oak Lounge Games. They have been with us. They've been fantastic to work with. We don't have any pictures of their games up right now, but we do have their website linked. You can find links in our Discord, but we have it linked on our YouTube and our Twitch. If you go toward their website, see anything you'd like, be sure to use the code DICEROOM10 with DICEROOM in all caps and then the number 10 for 10% off any of your purchases, or all of your purchases, I should say.
Mhm. It's
Um,
the lump sum purchase.
Yes, exactly. And basically with that, we have all of our intro stuff out of the way. And we're gonna jump right back in with where
That's
we
right.
left off with the last session.
Mhm.
So if I go read my notes, the party made their way into the entryway of the room at the end of the cave, and they found where the banished mage had been living. They found his bedroom, his kitchen, and his study, where it appeared he had been studying how to lift the curse of the fog. Instead of killing him with their weapons, they almost killed him with their personalities. However, he elected to not unalive himself, and the party took him back to their cart and towards the college. They did not warn him of the tied-up corpse, however, and he was taken aback until he learned what Damien did and why it was there. After that, there was a serious interest in Damien. When they reached the college, they saw a festival of sorts and split up, looking for the wizard Altuan said was actually the root of the mysterious fog. So the party split up to find him, and they each collected their own leads, which led them all to the same place, Fontaine's lecture hall.
Stop doing musically hands right now. Right now.
Upon confronting him there, the three hinted that they knew what was up and recommended they go to his office. That is so funny. Hygith now has a -1 climb speed.
Oh no.
The students who were in his room or in his lecture
How does
hall,
that work?
you lose 1 foot of movement every turn. You only have 29 feet.
Every turn.
You only have 29 feet.
Well, it's effectively the same because you
Wait,
can only
wait,
move
wait,
into 5. We round
No,
up,
but
right? So we
I mean, climb
you can
speed,
still move
climb
6
speed.
squares.
Do what?
You said
Climb
minus. You had said
Yeah.
-1.
You said
climb
minus
speed.
1 climbs, negative
Yeah.
1 climb
Yeah,
speed, and I
negative
was
one.
like, how does having negative
If you
climb
tr-
speed work?
If you try and climb on a
Disadvantage on
wall,
attempting
you
to
like.
climb.
No, I said
You
when
now have
fall-
-1 walk speed.
When you fall,
How?
you take an extra 1 damage.
No.
Yeah. You fall
Okay.
a foot into the ground when you fall.
Can I just lose one of my like 12 inspirations instead?
Probably.
You do have them stacked up. You got to pump them out this session because you're not going to remember next campaign.
Actually,
to ever
I actually
use
think
them.
I think I used the last one last
Oh.
session. I think
Unfortunate.
In-
I had like
got
5
one.
at one point.
Mm.
The students were in no way able to be left alone, so Bryn stayed with them for a while they sobered up. Damien and Hygith spoke with Fontaine in his office, and he ends up revealing that it was him. And as they beat him, the fog slowly lifted until the final lethal strike was dealt, and the fog completely dissipated.
Mhm.
Scantly came over and said she saw it all with her new invisible scrying eye security system, and thanked them all for their service and welcomed Altuan back with open arms into the college. When Bryn catches up with everyone, Scantly thanks him for his heroic deed of keeping the students safe when they were incapacitated, and declares a celebration is in order. that is where we left off, and with the party successfully clearing the fog, they achieved a milestone, and they were able to level up. We are going to take the effects of a long rest, which I hope they already did, and we're going to skip a little bit of it to set the scene for this next part.
Damien does give the severed arm to Phantom.
He did promise that.
did
So.
Yeah, I did. I promised Phantom that.
All right, so that happens in the part that we're skipping.
Just gnawing on it next to the dinner table.
And so where we are going to come back into actual play is in a massive lecture hall. If you want to, or not lecture hall, a massive auditorium of sorts, essentially, because they don't have a feasting hall, a mess hall that would be fit for a feast like this. But they take the auditorium and they repurpose it. The stage, they have a giant table going across, and at it in the center you have Scantley, with the chair at her right hand being empty, but at the left hand is actually Antoine. Then on the other side of the empty chair sits the three of you in order of Hygith, Damien, and Bryn, with a couple other professors off to your side, and then on the other side of Antoine, several other professors. As y'all are on the stage, there are, with the table in front of you, there is just a massive feast prepared in front of you. There are 3 hogs with apples on your table. There are just plates upon plates of any food that y'all could imagine that takes place in this setting. And when you look down at the students, there are more students than you even realize are in here. You have 3 large tables going long ways in the rest of the auditorium. I'm really basing this off Hogwarts, if y'all want to use Hogwarts to really envision what I'm trying to describe. But we're going to leave out the, floating candles, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Copyright.
Fire hazard, man. Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
One channel, hey, what if we put floating? That's a fire hazard. We don't do that.
Do that.
And then there is another side table that you see. It's not necessarily with the main big 3 tables, but you recognize all of the performers from the festival that were outside. And
Oh, there's the clown I wanted to go see, but I couldn't because we were on a job.
Pretty darn good clown. I sat around and listened to a couple of his jokes, and no one was laughing, but personally, I found them all pretty funny.
Yeah. No, I mean, you and I do have a very, refined palate when it comes to senses of humor. So, I mean.
Yeah, they were just going over all those guys' heads. They're too stupid.
Well, I mean,
my personal favorite was the hedgehog joke.
Yeah, that one was great.
Yeah.
It shows what good at college education does you. We're some backwards freaks, and we have better.
Hey, speak for yourself. I'm not the freak. I'm normal.
Yeah, you are.
I would like I would like Bryn and Hygith to give me a perception check.
That's 18 or 16 actually. I can't count. Math no good.
That's a 15.
So Hygith is a little too far away to truly notice this. But what did Damien roll?
You didn't ask Damien to roll.
Yeah, you didn't ask Damien.
I meant to say Damien and Bryn. I guess I said Hygith and Bryn. I apologize.
You did. What's up? What's up?
Hygith.
I think that looks like a 3.
You listen to Mogwarts memes?
It's either a 3 or
what you've been
17.
doing down there? You've been mogging down there? I've been noticing.
Well, we're going to give you a 3 because it's funnier.
Okay. So I get a 6.
As soon as you said, what did you just say? I'm not a freak.
I'm not the freak. I'm normal.
We're going to get
Bryn,
another negative class.
You notice Lorelai is sitting right next to you.
Oh,
and she...
no. You know what? I had a plan for a move I was gonna make. So I'm gonna, if Lorelai talks to me, I'm gonna converse real quick. But the moment I'm done talking to her, I'm pushing in my chair. I'm walking over to that empty seat next to Scantily, and I'm saying, "Is this seat taken?" Whip out my Riz on her. And if that means whipping out my my riz on her, then I'll have to.
In
I'll whip it
Go up
out.
to Stan Lee,
fact,
like tap her on the shoulder and be like, "Hey, that guy over there thinks you're cute," and like run over to the corner and then just be like, "Hey."
Vern is like standing on his chair because he's too short to sit on it and still reach the table,
No.
and he's just like pecking onto the table at whatever food's in front of him.
Just slamming your head down.
Scab is like
Damien's
circling the
doing the
table,
same thing.
swooping down and stealing turkey legs from people's hands.
Damien's. I'm good. I'm a picky eater. Sometimes stuff makes me queasy.
basically, what you saw with Lorelai is she is giving the most batshit insane, like, what is wrong with this man? Look at Damien as soon as he said, "I'm not weird," because the stories of the man's
Hey,
arm
welcome on
being
in, winners.
torn and fed to the displacer beast that is behind everybody, still eating
Hey.
the arm.
That's not weird. That's honorable. There's a difference.
To you, it is honorable. To the displacer beast, it is. But to Lorelai, she's terrified.
Look, Lorelai, I know you've been cooped up in here in this university doing all your fancy book learning, and I respect that. But out in the real world, we tame highly dangerous, highly unreliable monsters to be our friends.
As he
just how
says
it works.
that, the camera just sort of pans over, and Damien's over by Fando. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? He's a good boy.
I didn't post this, but
Oh, thank you for the follow, Super Winner.
So basically, as I didn't say this earlier, but there is a small table in the back for Scav, Ben, and what'd you name him? Shadow?
Phantom.
Phantom. I'm sorry.
Also, welcome in to the three people that just came on in.
Oh,
Welcome in,
heck,
guys.
thank you.
The two people that just came on in. Welcome in, guys.
But yeah, as soon as you go and you pet Phantom, he's like, "Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?" Scantley stands up and starts clinking on her chalice, and the entire room goes quiet. And she just goes, "As you are all aware, we are here to celebrate. But we are here to celebrate more than what you may know." She's like, "The first is, of course, the wonderful completion of the festival. And because of the way the festival ended, because the festival happened to end at the exact same time that the fog was lifted, we're making this a annual treat. In addition to this banquet, we're going to be having this banquet and this festival every single year." And the entire room erupts. But then she goes, "But that is not the real reason we're here. The real reason is that we have two people returning to us who've been away for a long time. At this point, can the three of you give me an Arcana check?"
Yes, but I will fail it.
That's okay.
A rockin' 8 right there.
Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, I thought I lost my nut punch. It's a 7, not a 1, my bad.
So 22.
Okay, Damien.
It was definitely a 17 that time.
Okay. So the
For-
two of you don't recognize the spell. Damien, you recognize that you don't recognize this spell. Okay?
That's a spell I don't
there
recognize. That's
is-
crazy.
There is a big difference, okay? I think I actually probably need to go read
You're
this
you're at like the
first.
Dunning-Kruger point where you know just enough about magic to be like, I have no fucking clue what just happened.
But at this
No,
point,
it's that scene in Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Is it? Oh, welcome in. Speaking of Dragon Ball Z,
Luigi Pop.
Goku, welcome.
Luigi Pop.
Thank you for the follow. It's like that Dragon Ball Z Abridged where it's just like, so do you know what's happening, or are we just standing here? At this point, I haven't known what's happening for a while.
That was a good DBZA Krillin, I won't lie.
You guys
You
are
know
the
that
reason
one-
I go to therapy.
Yeah. You know that one, like, comic book panel where it's like Moon Knight and Spider-Man?
go
Yeah.
random
Moon Knight's like-
bullshit.
I just
Random
spaced
bullshit
out. What's
go,
been
or-
going on?
Oh, that one.
No, he's like, I just spaced out. What's going on? Spider-Man's like, just start punching Kawaii punches.
But anyways, as she says, but this is not the real reason why I wanted your attention. You already knew that we had a great fest. We already knew that the fog has finally been lifted. But we have the returning of one of our greatest professors, and we have the admittance of another professor who I think all of you are going to love. And at this point, a variant dimension door opens up behind the empty chair, and El Toro walks out and takes the seat right next to Hygith.
Still got a chance, I guess, if you want to slide back in.
And as soon as she steps in, all the students begin applauding again. The rest of the faculty is excited. As she goes to take her seat, she whispers to y'all and says, "I have something I think y'all might find interesting. I'll tell you after the banquet." And then Scantley goes back up, and she
I
says,
for sure think he's about to get lucky.
Damien's thinking, I don't know why she'd want me to pay for it when I've got a library full of stuff like that.
"Oh my goodness."
I'm just, I guess, gonna yawn and just do the whole like.
Oh, he's going for it. Boom! You haven't seen this lady in like a week maybe, and you're just like, no, yeah.
He did it on the wrong side. His arms around Damien again.
Let's see. Give me.
Listen, bro. I'm sorry. I don't swing that way.
Hygith, give me a performance roll.
Ooh, I'm bad at those. That's a 4.
Ooh.
Is it around Damien? Is it around Damien?
It is now around Damien. It wasn't going to be. Had you rolled above a 5, I wouldn't have even made it. But a 4.
Well, thing is, does El Toro notice you put your arm around Damien?
Let me roll that. I will roll and see if she notices that you even did anything. No, you're good.
Listen, bro.
Do I notice that I did it around Damien?
Roll perception.
Subconscious mind is a crazy thing.
Dog. Literally, unless I roll a nat 1.
If you
the
roll
heart
below,
knows what the mind does not.
That's a 28.
Yes.
Bro, listen, I get it. We're close. I think of you like a brother. You know, I would give my life for you, bro. Don't swing that way. Come on, man. I just ask that you respect my sexual preference, you know?
Yeah, cut it out, man. They're gonna think we're some type of polyamorous, like, polycule or something. I don't want that.
It was the wrong arm. I've had a little too much. My bad, dude.
You know, it's okay, dude. I forgive you. I forgive you. You speak your truth. I will support you no matter what your decisions down the line. Power to you. You're very brave. You're a very brave guy.
But El Toro doesn't seem to notice, and so she doesn't seem to react any differently. But Scantley goes, and she's like, "And I would like to welcome our newest professor. He comes from a different continent. Dylan, what's the name of your continent?"
Give me a minute. Calvernus.
From Calvernus. He comes from what was the name of the city? Holy cow!
Alvernon?
Chicago.
Yeah, Alvernon.
No.
Yeah. He comes from the great city of Alvernon on the continent of Calvernus. He's one of their top scholars. Eltuan is here to join us. He is going to be actually opening up the College of Necromancy here. We are going to begin accepting that under a very controlled microscope. That way we don't do anything that will piss off the people of Haven. But it is a school of magic that needs to be studied, and we believe so. And who would we be as a college if we don't truly commit ourselves to learning and understanding the magic of this world?
Just make sure you keep it down over there. You don't want to wake the dead. Am I right, Bryn? Am I right?
Just remember, consent is important, Eltuan.
Just keep working on your tight 5, Damien. Keep working on your tight 5, man. I don't think that should be included.
Damien,
No,
give me
not
a
that one.
performance check.
It doesn't matter what he rolls here. Damien's gonna like take out a look. Oh, that's an 18.
Not bad. Okay, maybe it was a good joke.
I'll say the people loved it.
All right. Damien like takes out a little notebook and he's just check mark on this.
That is a winner.
That one is a good one to tell at parties.
I like how Damien was like supposed to start out as such like a pretty serious character, and now he's just like
Damien
He's
has
just,
an
like, has
intelligence of
autism.
16.
He's he's a lot smarter than I
And we give him credit
for.
for it.
he just has like negative riz, I guess. I don't know.
Like,
He's got a high intelligence,
No.
low wisdom.
He's on
Um,
the spectrum. That's what it is. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's his social intelligence, so to speak,
It's
is a
so
little
funny.
lacking.
He's
It's
really
beautiful.
good. He's really good. Really good like battle smarts. Horrible in social situations.
it's so funny.
Yeah, somehow you're still the most charismatic of all of us. I have like a -1 to all my charisma checks because I'm a weird, creepy 4 out of 10
What's-
bird.
What's his? Damien has a +1 to charisma.
I have 0.
Honestly,
So.
his stats are honestly pretty. Like he's got a +3, +2, +4, +2, +0, +1.
I find it
What's your
impressive we've
strength?
managed to have like a campaign where none of us are charismatic, none of us are intelligent. We have perception as our only skill we're good at, and like athletics, and then we just
It's
we
because
just
as a
shit through
joke,
every fight by punching
Also,
things to
y'all
death.
literally.
Also,
because as
real
a joke
quick,
in the first one, I was like, we should just not have any magic characters. It would be funny.
And it
real,
is.
real quick. For some reason, the notification didn't come up, but thank you for the subscription, Demo. Thank you.
You the goat, Demo.
Thanks, Demo.
But
Violence is always the answer.
No, it's not the answer. It's the question, and the answer,
The answer is yes.
that's what we said last session. And it is quite important. This party, that is their motto. And frankly, it works for them.
It's surprising how long it's worked for us.
But I was actually, table talk a little bit. I was talking to my buddy, and I told him, I was like, yeah, I actually let my team, I let my players do pretty much whatever they want. It's just like they have to actually roleplay for it, and they have to roll well. And I told him that you rolled a nat 20 to get a Displacer Beast as a pet. And I did tell him that going forward, we are going to have to buff the combat encounters. So I hope y'all are prepared. Season 2,
Yeah.
I may kill you on accident. We have to retcon something.
That's fine. Don't
It's
don't
okay,
retcon
we've already-
anything. You roll up a new character and you keep going, or
We have
someone
backup
brings you back with resurrection.
No,
magic.
hey, dude, we've already worked out the sort of Gale envelope solution to when Damien dies.
Oh, sick! He's gonna give us the. I love his hologram. His hologram is so funny.
But anyways,
Yeah, if Hygith dies, my backup is an extremely racist high elf wizard. So
I'm honestly hoping Hygith dies just so I can
If
meet this guy.
if all three
Damien
of you die, you
dies,
should only replace with wizards.
if Damien dies, I'm playing a gunslinger paladin.
Gunslinger Paladin.
I would
That's
also
exciting.
like to say this should be happening at the table, like the physical dining table that y'all are all at. And it's like, yeah, if I die, I want to be reincarnated as a gunslinging paladin.
Bro, listen, I'm just saying, 2 guns either side, boom, boom, smites all over the place, glowing bullets. It'd be crazy.
Anyways, I
Crazy.
started blasting.
Anyways,
anyways,
I'd
I
start
started blasting.
blasting.
But
Also, welcome in, guys.
can I get you all 3 of you, to give me a perception check?
Yes, you can.
16, my man.
It's at 25.
Oh,
That is a
man.
28 again.
Bro.
16. I'm probably not going to give it to a 16 just because of what this is. It's pretty subtle. But the or I'll give you part of it. I'll say, with a 16, Damien sees Altuan whisper or talk to Scantley, like go whisper something in her ear, but you don't really notice that much more. You clearly can't tell what he's telling her. You don't really think much about it. The other 2 of you, y'all are able to see, as he's whispering in her ear, her face immediately changes. It goes more like, oh, is that so? Like, we need to do something. It's kind of, if you had to put words to a facial reaction, facial expression, that's kind of what you're seeing at this point.
Can I give Scantily the little the rock eyebrow raise?
Yes, you may. Give me another performance check.
I'm really tempted to go
Damien,
over there and be like, Scantily, is this guy making you uncomfortable? Is something wrong here?
Dude, I thought it was a nat 20, but it was a 3.
Damien,
So-
the reason
Roll
why
the
he
2 plus
didn't,
1.
Wait a second.
reason
I've
why
got
he
him.
didn't notice it is he's enraptured in like,
He's in the rapture.
he started playing with his food, so he's like doing the Amazing World of Gumball thing, and like he's got a battlefield going on his plate.
Okay. Is
Look
the,
out, the P Brigade is here! Oh no!
Is the entire hog that you put on your plate winning the fight?
The hog's head. He's pretending that the hog's head is Tiamat.
Okay.
Okay. And like he's got 5 little P adventures, and he's like,
That I actually enjoy.
I really.
Um,
Damien is a lot smarter than I give him credit for.
Yeah, a lot smarter than you give him credit for.
He looks. You've
You've assigned him the intelligence of like a 6-year-old.
So
he looks for the joy in the small things.
Yeah, we'll say that.
You are when you go and try to give her the rock eyebrow raise, you clearly haven't practiced in front of a mirror, so you aren't able to get it down pat. But what you are able to somehow do is the cartoon little worm thing with your eyebrows. And at that point, El Toro sees it and giggles and touches your arm. So you're in there. As for Bryn, if you said you want to go talk to her, right?
Yeah, I won't say the same thing I said, but
Okay.
I'm gonna act like I don't really know what's going on and just kind of intrude upon their little thing and be like, "So, Altuan, Scantily, how you guys doing? How you guys enjoying the food? Normally, I prefer like birdseed and stuff, but this is pretty good too."
Altuan looks at you and says, "This is the best food I've eaten in years. I don't even know what
It didn't
to
look
do with
like it. I
myself."
was looking at you guys' faces a minute ago, and you look like you smelled a fart or something. What's going on?
Sorry, that was me.
Altuan.
Sit over there and play with your damn peas, Damien.
I don't like it when food is cooked. I like it, a little bit more rare. Gross
A
now.
little bloody. Altuan begins to stutter a little bit because now I've got to come up with what they actually said.
Oh,
Great prep, DM. Great prep.
I didn't expect you to go talk to him. I should have expected that, but
Yeah.
Scantly goes, it's no big. He just let me know of something that came in that I have to go address. And so she stands up and says, I do plan to see you later tonight. And so she stands
I
up.
wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
And she excuses herself from the banquet and says, I will return, and she takes El Toro with her. And so El Toro and her, they leave, and y'all are left alone in the banquet hall for just a few more minutes.
I pump my
just
fist
giving
like,
it a roll.
yes! And I'm like, Scav, give me 5! I have high five him, and it cuts my hand, and I go, ow.
Scav flies up, gives you a high five, goes back, and he is pecking his, they have a hog.
Rotting cadaver, whatever corpse of vermin was found outside the college.
There was
Damien's taken to tossing chunks to hit Phantom, but yeah.
Yeah.
Phantom,
Did El Toro hear me?
no, they've left by now. Unless does she need to hear you?
No, I just did the little like.
That's not coming up.
We,
on camera.
we can't hear you.
I just
So
the little cat call whistle thing.
yeah, though
Okay.
It's not coming up on your mic either. I
It's
don't think
not
it's coming
either.
through any of ours.
it's coming through my ears,
Yeah.
but I guess it's not coming through Discord's.
Yeah. Okay. She heard
Yeah.
that. Yeah. You give me a perception check
Dude, why do you keep asking for him?
because I don't think
That's
gonna
at 21.
Yeah. You see that she. You're right. With you, I don't even need to ask. It's like.
Hey, me too. I have plus 11 to perception
My
check.
My
Yeah,
passive
me too. I
perception
have
is
plus
20,
3.
So.
For the two of you, it's like just roll and tell me if you get a nat 1. Otherwise, you pass. But yeah, you can see that when you do that, she looks back and she gives you a little wink. anyways, as far as tossing chunks, I may not have made this clear earlier. There is quite literally a whole dead hog in front of each of the three of them: Scav, Ben, and Phantom. They
Definitely did not make that clear.
I meant to say they had their own little table with food on it. I didn't say the same kind of food.
That
was
is-
in front of y'all's.
Absolutely adorable, and I love it.
Phantom does have 2 hogs. Ben has 1, and Scav does have half of 1. But I
Valid.
think that's fair.
How many hogs are at our table?
There are 4 spread across your table,
Including ours?
including
I've never-
yours, 7.
I've never seen 7 hogs at a table before.
I know, right?
Uh,
But crazy.
Lorelai just
You guys want to see this party trick? No, I'm not taking it out.
Lorelai goes, "Do y'all not know how to count? Why did we even let people like you into this place? Y'all aren't scholars. What
Listen,
good can y'all
I'm-
even do?"
You've clearly never heard a joke before, so
Listen, I'm never one for hitting women,
That comment was
but this one
funnier
makes a
than you
good
think it-
good case for it.
I'm sorry, Dylan. I didn't mean to cut you off, but Caleb, that,
No, it's fine,
that
it's fine,
comment
it's fine.
was funnier than I think you realize.
was she the clown?
Nope. We will talk about what she was later. Damien.
Oh, she was the I know, yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
I
that
gotcha.
professor.
Yeah.
Dylan, what was
Uh,
I say?
Nothing, never mind.
Okay.
yeah, no, I'm picking up where you're laying down.
If you guys want to be in on that joke, go watch the other episodes of From the Shadows, now up on our YouTube. It's over
Yeah.
30 hours of content that you can watch and enjoy.
Enjoy is a strong word.
Yeah, you can put in the
Tolerate.
background while you do stuff.
Tolerate, maybe.
But anyways, after y'all are having this conversation with Lorelai and her charming character and adorable personality that y'all just can't seem to get enough of. Sorry, I don't know why I was saying
No,
get
get
away.
away from was accurate. Get away from is accurate.
Lorelai, what do you even teach? What are you even doing here? I don't
What do you mean? What do I teach?
see. You're so irrelevant.
Obviously, she teaches
Irrelevant.
gender studies. I spoke to Professor Lorelai yesterday, or is this the same day, or is this a day later?
This is next day.
Okay. Yeah, I spoke to Professor Lorelai here yesterday. She is a very, very well-informed professor on gender studies, and I assume I'm facing kind of away from her,
Mm-hmm.
and as I do, I'm just winking the whole time at my bros. She's very smart.
All right.
I'm about to pull out that +4 and
I was going to say,
+4.
because of the
right?
direction. Well, no, you're 14. Your intelligence is +2.
Yeah, I'm about to pull out that +2 intelligence. Lorelai, I do find that often it's a lot better to let in people who don't know so that they can learn and grow as people in a much more controlled setting. I found that usually people who are underinformed do better in college settings because it's a very social aspect, and it provides a much easier way to learn. Don't you agree?
And she is 100% taken aback by the complete and total change of reenacting a war between Tiamat and 5 adventurers with a pig head and green peas to this statement. She's like, well, I guess you're right. Headmaster Scantley always says if you ever find yourself to be the smartest person in the room, you need to find a new room that you can grow. So I guess that could be what y'all are doing. I'm sorry. And she, flustered, embarrassed, immediately gets up and leaves. Heads out the opposite direction.
What does she know anyway? There are tons of things that blue collar guys like us tend to know about. She has no
I don't
idea
know
how
why
many
she's
knives
looking for a new
how many
room.
knives you can fit up a Goliath's ass. For the record, it's 16 if you really try. They need to be daggers.
Without killing.
Yeah, non-lethal. You can get up to 28 if you're willing to go lethal. But by then, you kind of start diverging from just like the rectum into like the lower
It
intestines.
begins
Yeah,
to
then it's
slice
just, you
and
know,
split
really,
open.
yeah.
Their lunch starts getting in the way. It sucks.
Yeah.
Um,
Not to mention you start risking the outspill of stomach acid, and then that's just not a fun time for anybody.
No, it's not. It's hard to clean up. It stains your floor. It's horrible.
Exactly. It stinks.
I was about to say
It
the
stinks.
stench gets in your boots and it doesn't come out.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah.
Um,
So it's great. Yeah.
We also know what happens when you,
Mhm.
Dima. We also know what happens when you put something up the other hole.
Yeah. When you
and-
shove a
And-
pike up a
and a
spider's
male
spinner
giant.
head, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
Guys, can we not talk about sounding, please?
And before y'all can get into this conversation, y'all are gonna die from poisoning if it continues.
Okay.
But before y'all really get into this conversation, Scantly, or not Scantly, El Toro returns, and El Toro comes back out and she addresses the three of you and says, "I need the three of you to come with me right now."
We good, fam?
Okay, I see where this
Alright.
is going.
Something needs doing. Maybe
Let's
you.
do it.
Someone.
Let's
even.
kill somebody. Let's do this.
The three of you all have very different opinions on what's about to happen. Clearly,
I don't know why you need those two for this.
two
but-
of you think you're about.
The
to
more
catch
the
a body.
merrier. Come on, Higet. Don't be stingy.
Okay, real. We didn't molest a spider. It was during a fight,
Yeah.
and
It was
we-
up the spinner
it just happened. It just happened.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that was Brent's finest hour right there. That was his greatest move.
On the killing blow, when the DM asks, "How do you do it?" Sometimes they don't expect you to be that descriptive.
Yeah. I will say the only thing that personally as a DM I would have changed is I would have had the spider's final words be
That cut
I'm-
off.
that
You don't
didn't
need to
go
repeat
through
it.
whatever
You don't
we
need to
Probably
did.
for
repeat
the
it.
best.
You don't need to.
Probably for the best.
I get the feeling it was some anime, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much just anime. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Great.
anime girl yell.
While I have the floor, I would like to make this comment that the three of you all obviously have different things that you think you are going to be following her for. Two of you believe you're going to catch a body, just different kinds. That did not go over as well as I thought it did. I expected some laughter. and
No,
some
no, it
applause.
went well. It went
Okay.
well.
You
Yeah.
just didn't.
I
wanna
understood
reward
when
me
it was
with
so funny. I forgot to
laughter.
laugh.
Well, it was like it was smart and it was clever, but it's not gonna make me go like ha 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 ha. ha. Very good, Steven.
Yeah, not like the
Good one,
hedgehog
dude.
Joke.
Yeah.
But, anyways, the three of you, do you get up and do you follow her?
Yes.
Great. So she leads
Closely.
the three of you out.
I hate to see you go, but I love to watch you leave.
Thank you, Classy. What's up? Welcome in.
Welcome in, Chloe. I'm
and
sorry
so-
that you've joined us at this
The
moment.
last couple of
specifically.
streams, we've gotten too comfortable. We've gotten way
This
too
is
I
a
feel
bit-
like they've been some of our best work yet, personally.
It is a
Yeah.
fantastic beverage choice.
Oh yeah, is that the cream soda
Oh,
too,
it
Dr.
is.
Pepper?
It is.
Mmm,
Oh.
primo.
God, I love the taste of cream in my Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
You're
I
incorrigible, you
think
know
we
that.
did quite literally just mention too comfortable. But regardless.
Let's keep going.
Anyway, she leads all the three of you out. El Toro takes Hygeth by hand and walks all of you out. And she
Ew.
leads you into a workshop in the back of the college. Y'all haven't been this way, so y'all don't know anything where you are. You haven't seen this before. But
Secret tunnel.
all of you, I would like to give me. What do I want y'all to roll? Perception's like a joke.
Please say perception. Oh, yeah.
I get the 15.
Is
I'll-
it perception?
Give me perception.
Oh yeah. Oh, there goes my nut punch.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
going up in flames, up in smoke.
26.
I got the 15.
All right, Hygith. You recognize two things. I'm gonna start with I kind of want this to be quiet. So, Davis, will you deafen?
Yeah, I can like deafen for a sec.
I'll make
I can
some-
deafen as well.
No, Dylan, not
Yeah,
yet.
well, just I'll deafen when you guys want me to come back. Do like some like wave
Yeah.
at the camera.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Dylan, are you still here?
Yes, I
Okay,
am.
good. So Dylan, so Davis is gone, right? No, don't.
I believe so. Yeah.
I waved. Okay, perfect. So you were able to see the wagon when you walk in. The wagon has been wheeled into this workroom. Can
Hey,
you
that's
now
our
deafen?
wagon. Yes, I can.
All right, can you hear me, Dylan? Good.
You mean me?
No, I'm making sure Dylan can't hear.
yeah,
What
yeah.
you are able to see is that the body that was tied up in the back has been taken out and is laid bare on one of the workshop tables with Scantly looking over it. And that is where El Tora seems to be leading you. So,
Okay.
alright, let's see if they see it. Come on back.
Is that the symbol?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I tried to do the come on back, like I should
I thought
have
you were
done.
describing something, and I'm like, what is he describing?
I should have done.
I know.
like-
I was like trying to piece everything. I was like, huh.
I should have like.
I don't know if
signed-
that's the-
If I knew sign language, I would sign Kim Kardashian because she's got one of the best comeback stories there is.
Oh
You
my
should have
god.
just done like a.
That was a nice Parks and Rec. That was a nice Parks and Rec. I'll give you that much. That was good.
Chris Pratt has some of the best
horrible.
bloopers there are, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So one of you knew nothing. It's crazy. At 12, you normally would have known something.
Bryn looks up and he's like, wait, what happened? I was looking at my shoes. How do I even wear shoes? I have claws. How do these even fit me? I don't get it.
Oh,
Altora, what are you
Don't-
doing with the body?
Body. What's up? What?
Wait.
Fill me in. What the heck?
Yeah, wait. I missed something. I saw something really shiny.
Just, I'll tell you later.
and
You'll see in a minute.
El Toro just goes and says, she's like, just follow me. And as soon as you get there, Scantly goes, I think that's the question we need to be asking you. Why do you have this body? And for the two of you, you weren't able to see it earlier, but the cart, y'all's wagon, has been wheeled in here, and the body has been taken out and has been laid in front of this, like on this workshop bench. And only one of you are able to see this, Caleb. I'm not going to make y'all roll again.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make y'all deafen, so just don't really react to this. You notice the body begin to twitch.
No. We were. I'm gonna be honest. I was unconscious when we got the body, but my understanding was that we were just kind of gonna give her the burial she wanted.
Proper burial.
Here's the thing. One, you got the warrant for that? Because we certainly didn't okay you going through our wagon. Two, yeah, no, we just wanted to give her the proper burial.
Table talk. What was she even doing? Because that was when I wasn't here.
Table talk, Damien spilled some of his blood into her mouth on instinct while enraged. And didn't really know why.
A little
but
experiment.
Had a feeling that something bad was gonna happen if, she was left to her own devices.
No.
But Damien doesn't, I will say, since it happened in Rage, Damien doesn't remember that. Just throwing that out there.
So
But I do. I'm the only one who knows what happened, and will I tell? I might rat on you, depending on if I have to or not.
That was when Ben drugged me
Yeah.
for the second time.
Ben roofied your ass.
at this
I
point,
thought, never mind. Yeah, Ben roofied you.
we'll just go with that.
Yeah.
So at this point, Altuan walks in here also and says, "This is what I was telling you about. This has so much potential, but it needs to be. We need to be so careful. Give me a. Again, I don't want to say perception, but that's the easiest one to use.
You could do insight.
Nature.
Insight. Okay.
It's a different use of nature than what I'm using.
Oh, whoops! That's the wrong dice.
Insight is
That's
probably
a,
a really good one.
I just
That's a
rolled a
D6.
0. I just rolled a 0.
Wait, how do you have a negative in nature and
You're a
a
bird.
ranger? You're a
'Cause
ranger.
I don't learn things about nature. I
So
just live in it.
Nature is an intelligence. So,
That is
Yeah.
a dirty 20.
Oh yeah, I got an 8. So
so I'm
got
using
an 18.
nature as
direct
in
traps.
you're able to understand the nature of someone and what they're doing, what they're saying. Insight probably would have been better, but I'm not
Yeah.
going to change it.
Yeah, I think we should roll insight.
So I dropped the classic 1 in 400. I just rolled 2 nat 1s in a row.
Oh wait, are we rolling for insight instead?
No. You can roll for it all you want. Y'all are all going to get the same information because I'm not making y'all deafen again.
I want to see what I would have gotten.
Well, then
I think this should be a strength saving throw. I think that's what this should be.
Yeah, I think that
But-
this should be a Constitution saving throw.
But you're able to tell that what he has is out of true concern. What he is doing is he is caring for this individual, and he is caring for the sense of he wants everything about this to be safe. He wants the resurrection to succeed, and he doesn't want any punishments. Going with the nature of their questions, their reactions, everything, you can tell that El Tora and Scantley are slightly concerned, slightly confused. What are you saying?
Nothing.
Okay. I recognize that it should be insight, and if we make you roll it again, it'll be insight. But I like
No,
nature.
no, I'm messing
We
with
haven't
you.
rolled
I'm
nature yet.
pulling a little.
And you've
I'm-
got to
I'm-
roll
I'm-
it now.
I'm pulling a japery.
What?
I'm pulling a jape.
Gapes and gaffs and such.
This is terrifying.
Yes, and tomfoolery. Don't forget about the tomfoolery.
Can't forget it.
Wow.
Very important.
I just rolled 5 different times for Scantley, and not a single one of those was above 20, and what I was rolling had a plus 15.
Holy crap.
Wow.
That's some bad luck.
Yeah, I finally just rolled a 28. Like, wow. But so anyways, he comes up and he's like, this is what I was telling you about. This is the body that was in there. They were telling me that Damien's blood was poured into her mouth when she was already dead. And it's, I had to study. I didn't know y'all would do this, but I have to be able to study. I have to find out what's going to happen.
Listen. Personally, I think I'd remember something like that, and I don't remember that at all. Like that's a pretty crazy thing to happen.
Give me persuasion with double advantage.
With double advantage. Okay.
Because I mean, you
I
don't
feel like
remember, but you still need
I
to
don't-
convince them of that.
So that's what, roll 3 times and take the highest?
Yes.
First one was a nat 20.
Okay.
Roll 2 more
I don't
times.
need your double advantage. I'm good all by myself.
If you roll
You're not
3
about to be
nat
good
20s,
once you finish what you're saying. You're about to be less good.
If you roll 3 nat 20s,
Damien levels up to 20 immediately.
no.
Oh,
It's low odds.
here, I'll go ahead and. Yeah. It's,
you should just
10.
get like a permanent buff to persuasion or
I
something.
probably would do something. If you could roll 3 nat 20s in a row.
So, highest was a 24.
Well, it was a nat 20.
Nat 20, 24. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's just in this sense we're going with best cape or best possible outcome. Rules is written, best possible outcome, not necessarily an automatic success. And she goes as soon as you're trying to convince her, I would remember if I did something like that.
Yeah.
And she's the El Tora and Scantley and even Eltuan are both immediately like, I believe you. It's that simple. I believe that you would, unless you weren't yourself. And they immediately start trying to diagnose you. Do you ever black out? Do you ever do X, Y, and Z? Do you ever do something and wake up in a pool of blood and you don't know how you got there?
Well, yeah, I just sort of, I see blood. I've been actually, Bryn, I just realized I've been doing really good at keeping my lunch down when I see blood. Yeah,
I'm not giving you a high five, but you have
That's
been
fair.
making good progress.
that's fair. But yeah, no, I don't like the sight of blood, so I usually faint or something.
El Toro asks, do you remember eating Fontaine?
That doesn't, once again, something crazy, not something I would do. I'm not really a vegan, but I tried the lifestyle for a little while. I try to stick to a more vegetable-based diet. It's how I keep my form, like to stay thin, agile, nimble, like a cat.
What form do you mean? Looking like a war prisoner?
I mean, listen, I may not be huge, but I'm lean, I'm really, I'm battle ready.
So are we gonna
Yeah.
keep dancing around the fact that you have eaten multiple people, put blood into this random dead woman's mouth on instinct?
I mean,
And so, are you saying that in character?
Yes.
And so El Toro goes, that is exactly what I think needs to be addressed. Do you know?
He's a vampire, right?
Yeah, I mean, Hygeth and I have known that from like day 3. But
Um,
I'm used to people doing weird shit. My flock has done a whole lot weirder than tie a lady up in the back of the wagon and just leave her there for God knows how long. She started to stink after a while, but
Maybe like his mom was a vampire and his father wasn't, or something. Because like
yeah,
he can still be in the sun and he's not allergic to
I
garlic.
was going to say, El Toro comes up and says, a vampire? No. A vampire? I think so.
Steven, Dampier with a D.
Whatever, damn fear. I don't know what it's called. Let me go. Let me look at
Dampier.
your
Dampier,
character sheet.
technically.
Dampier.
Dampier. It
Dampier.
definitely is Dampier.
Dampier.
Now, a Dampier.
It's a Dampier with a Dampier, if you know what I mean.
I know someone was gonna make a joke about him having a dumpy, but he doesn't. He doesn't. Your character's a twig, man. He has no
Yes.
ass.
He is. I'll give you that. It's like Tom Holland.
But anyways, El Toro's like, that's what I think we need to realize. I think you need to realize that. Like,
I just don't understand why everybody has to keep putting labels on everything. Can't some people just be kind of weird?
like my uncle,
I agree and all,
he
but
used to
I would like
collect
for
trains.
if you're going to be weird, you should be aware of it. You shouldn't be weird in your own subconscious. Like fully embrace yourself, Damien. You eat people. It's cool. It's oftentimes pretty funny even.
I don't listen, guys. I wish I could say like, yeah, I eat people, but I don't. I honest to God don't know what you're talking, or honest to gods don't know what you're talking about.
And at that point, before any of you have a chance to even answer, the corpse on the table has a massive jolt upright.
Jeez, Lord, wait, no, he doesn't exist. Yo, God, what is going on?
Scantley immediately rushes over to the body. Let me pull up my notes so I can do this quickly. And says, "Quick, I've got something I need you to do. I need y'all to find these ingredients. We'll be able to stabilize the body. We'll be able to make sure the resurrection goes as smooth as possible and keep her safe and keep us safe in the process."
Okay, go ahead. Shoot.
But what do you need?
I'm setting a timer.
I think we need to have a very important conversation
Yes.
about consent. Did she consent to become a Dampier?
No.
Eltwan says that is a.
So should we
great
be
comment.
aiding this?
Eltwan goes, that is a great
Or should we
comment,
let her be
and
dead
you-
peacefully?
You had a great comment earlier, but I don't think you understand. If she comes back to life right now, she will be hostile and she will attack every single one of us. We have to do what we can.
So what if we just cut off her head so she stays dead peacefully?
Well, what if she wants to come back to life? We don't know.
Shouldn't
can
we
only-
be more worried about getting
we
the
can only ask
ingredients
her.
quickly?
I just think this is a conversation we should have.
We will have it after we avoid dying.
Bryn knocks over an Erlenmeyer flask and it shatters on the floor. Oh, sorry about that.
So your time has
No, it was an accident. He just bumps it with his elbow and he's like, "Oh, whoops, sorry."
your time has gone down to 4:30. It has not started yet though. And
Right.
she's like, I'm gonna tell you some items. I need you to find them. And a little trick
Okay.
about this puzzle. What I'm about to tell you, they are not going to be in English. You're going to have to decipher what they are, and then figure out what they are. And as soon as you figure out what they are, I will count it as you have found them. Okay.
So let me get my notebook open. Let me just.
If y'all ask, I'm actually gonna bump it up a little bit. I've got to say all these. We're gonna go to like 7:30. 7 minutes and 30 seconds to get this done. If it's drastically over time, I may cut time down, make it more, close.
Wait, human time?
Human time, yes. This is gonna be
Real
human
life
time.
man time.
Mm.
All right.
All right.
Or I'll go back to 4. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back to 4:30 like we should. But I'm gonna tell you everything. Let y'all write it down, document anything, and then you can try to figure it out. Okay.
Okay.
God, I hope it's not a jigsaw puzzle.
The horse's name was Friday.
So the first one, I also don't even know if I'm going to be saying any of this correctly, so please forgive me. But we have a forfait.
Everyone make fun of him in chat.
I don't speak this language, so forfait.
What? Can you spell that?
FORFICE. Sorry.
F-O-R.
I don't want to say forfis, so I'm saying forfait.
F-O-R-F-I-C-E.
Yes.
Okay.
Then we have Medicinae Folia.
It's Folia like F-O-L-I-A.
IA.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's
Latin.
MEDICINAE FOLIA.
Mm-hmm.
See, here's the thing, Stephen. I've been using Duolingo to learn Latin.
Good. I hope you can get all this in 4:30.
I definitely can't.
Then you've got. Some of this is going to be complicated. If y'all use your own external resources, I won't judge you.
Just the sudden white light on Davis's camera opening up Google Translate.
No, that's my notebook on Google Docs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then we have Califacians Lapides. That one's going to be a fun
What
one.
the? Say that again?
Califacians, CALEFACIENS. Lapides. You know what? I have a better idea, okay?
You have like a written list you can send out
That's
and we can...
exactly what I'm doing. Holy cow.
Chat, I would like to point out that he said we could use external resources.
I did.
How did you spell forfait?
I will let you know shortly.
I'm assuming you're putting it in, yeah.
Now,
The
if y'all
From
are
the Shadows
just
general.
putting it in Translate, that's a little bit cheating.
If I'm, God, I'm trying to remember what forfeit mean. Duolingo, Duo,
I
the bird,
have,
help
I
me.
have sent it in the
I think
From
Forfis-
the Shadows regular chat. So as soon as the 3 of you have gone and seen it, I'm going to be starting the timer.
I've seen it.
So one of
I'm
those
starting the timer in
is
3, 2, 1.
One
So
of them, I
one of
think,
those
is like
is-
part of a spider, right?
yeah,
The
a
uranium?
Renee. Another one is a part of a brain, the sorcerer cortex vitrum. His
Mhm.
vitrum is also like gore.
Oh,
And then terrarium
that.
chitin.
Probably
Terrarium,
moss.
yeah.
So the susser is interesting because that's in Baldur's Gate 3. There's like a bark. And
Yeah,
it's like it's like the anti-magic plant. Though Bryn
Mhm.
wouldn't know that because he
Mhm.
doesn't. I mean, he's kind of an herbalist, but like those are like underdark plants, and he's never seen them.
If I'm not mistaken, medicinae is literally just medicine.
Yeah, so and folia has got to be like plant, right? So it's some like.
Wait, I
plant
think
medicine.
chitin is just a thing. I think that's just
Yeah.
a thing.
Yeah,
It
it's like
is.
So
part of like a
chitin.
bug usually, right? It's like an exoskeleton.
Arum.
Yeah. Medicinae
Wait, I think
folia.
it's-
If I'm
wait, I think Tarum is Latin.
all of it's Latin.
Oh, is it all
That's
Latin?
one thing
It's
we
all
found
Latin.
out is that it's Latin. Yes.
Yes, it is all Latin.
Oh, my bad.
For everybody who is watching right now, if you want to go see what we put in, what they're trying to solve, what they're trying to translate, I put it in our Discord under the From the Shadows general chat. Go take a look and go see if you can solve it. They have 3 minutes and 11 seconds to solve it. At 1 minute left, I will let y'all use Google Translate.
God,
Could
feel like
Lepidus
folia
be like petals
has-
of some kind?
folia's got to be like
A leaf
Vitrum-
or a root
Yeah.
or.
Vitrum is probably some kind of flesh or something.
So have we
Foliage-
got any of them
wait,
so
wait,
far?
foliage, foliage, folia. It's got to be like something
Wait.
to do with plants.
Wait, no. I was thinking.
Steven, have we gotten any of them so
Y'all
far?
are very close. So I'll tell you, you have medicinal foliage. I have medicinal leaves. So y'all
Okay.
are able to find that one.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mhm. The hell is a Forficet?
Okay, so the Arania sericum. I'm gonna guess it's like a spider, like venom sac or something.
Okay, close.
Oh, web sac. It's a spider web sac.
Spider silk, but that's enough to let you find it.
Silk. Okay, yeah.
Oh, well, it's found in the web sac, so we need to find the web sac that's got the silk in it.
So y'all are able to find that.
Vitrum, if I'm not mistaken, is blood. Right.
Vitrium.
I think it's some like
Uh,
bodily
I'm
fluid.
gonna-
I don't know
I'm
if
gonna
it's
give
blood.
you a
I know it's a
Vitrum.
bodily.
Vitrium translated to vitrium in Latin.
So it is a word that's in English. It's just antiquated.
Miscentus Vitrum.
I'm not even certain this is a real item, so I just made it up.
Vitrum to English from Latin to Latin to English. Vitrum is glass.
Well, when I did it, it was
Probably a mixing glass.
vitrum.
Some-
I'm doing
Or-
vitrium.
Yeah, vitrum versus
Oh,
vitrium.
yes, mixing glass. Yes, mixing glass is
Okay.
correct.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Y'all have 15
Caliph-
seconds. You can use Google Translate.
All right, I'm taking Caliphaena's.
Arania. Arania.
Y'all,
We already got that one.
Y'all are missing.
what was that?
Heating stones is Califina lapides.
Yes. Wait, what? How did you get that?
I think Tarum might be
Because
ground.
you said we had 15 seconds
No,
left.
I
We
said
could use
in
Google.
15 seconds, you could use Google Translate.
Oh, in 15 seconds.
Oh.
Whoops. Sorry.
Ground chitin.
Man, I should have
ground-
given y'all
okay.
like 30 seconds or 15 seconds. I made it was
That's
too long.
so I'm thinking Tarum is like ground because like earth. So
Yeah.
maybe it's I don't know.
Ground chitin is correct.
Ground chitin.
Ground chitin.
All right.
is
So
correct.
last thing is Susser cortex vitrium.
Yeah.
Anything on vitrium right now?
Is there anything? Wait, is there anything labeled Susser cortex vitrium?
No, this works.
Is there anything that
is not
this susser E? Like, is there anything that glows with blue anti magic?
Yeah.
Yes, that kind of defeats the purpose of it, but yes.
Let's grab that. That's Susser.
That is pretty susser.
There were two.
That's kind of Susser, bro.
What does cortex mean?
Bark.
Okay, so yeah, it's
Oh.
Susser bark.
So it is a susser bark vitrium, a vitrium made of susser bark.
glass. So it's a susser bark like container.
Yeah.
Forficet is scissors.
Oh, y'all didn't get that one. I had forceps.
Not forceps, yeah.
So very close. I forgot y'all didn't have that one.
Forficet.
I think we got all of them personally. I think it's.
Now
I think
the
it's pretty
timer went
cool.
off. Y'all didn't get forficet. Which means
She can work without the calipers or whatever.
Yeah, that's only
we
an
have
eight.
we have swords and 2 daggers. We can like tape some scissors together.
Yeah.
I will, fine, I will give that to y'all.
Damien,
okay?
Damien does the thing that they do at like Chinese at like Japanese restaurants. He takes a towel, rolls it up between 2 daggers, and puts a rubber band around it.
Wait, you have a rubber band on you?
He ties a rope around it.
There we go.
There we go.
Fantasy-
Now it's
fantasy.
fantasy.
The fantasy rubber band.
A fantasy rubber band.
It come with egg roll.
rubber band, but it's magic.
To come up with the egg roll.
I fucking love the videos of trying to order Chinese food and the egg on my
Dude.
egg roll.
There was a Jeff Dunham bit where it was Peanut ordering like Chinese takeout, and he was like, yeah, so yeah, that's the order. Oh, no fork. I'm sorry, no fork. Tasted the China like fish.
What?
But yeah,
I feel like we're gonna get canceled.
we're 100%
no
gonna get
idea
canceled.
what
No,
you just
Jeff
said.
Dunham deserves to get canceled for making that joke.
It's
We
a
just
reference
repeated it
to a
to the wider
TikTok.
audience.
Don't worry about it.
We are not endorsing this.
Mm-mm.
We're not endorsing it.
We as a
do, however,
channel do
think
not
that it's
endorse
very
anything
funny.
Dylan says.
Pretty much. It's pretty much how this works.
Or me. Or Davis.
We
Steven's
here at the
fine.
Dice Room don't endorse Chaps' talking. We do, however, find it funny.
Okay. Anyway, so I'll cancel out the 4 subs because y'all did a really good job of getting it without using Google Translate. That was quite impressive. And so
Chefs refer use Google Translate.
what?
I did use Google Translate on a couple of them, but it was after he told us we could use Google Translate.
Okay.
Okay.
I did legitimately try to figure them out.
But
I don't cheat anymore.
Anymore.
Once a cheater, always a cheater. man.
Disarm open.
but
Disarm open.
Good old.
But anyways, y'all are able to
Simpler
bring
times.
all the materials to El Tora and scantly in time, and they are able to mix up a cocktail of medicine and pour it down the woman's throat as she's beginning to convulse and beginning to turn. And no later than as soon as they get the very last bit of the medicine poured down her throat, a very shallow, slow but constant, but shallow breathing starts to come from the woman's body. She's not awake, she's not conscious, but at this point, she is very much alive.
Do they breathe?
This woman does. For the sense of storytelling, she does. But
Yeah, I guess they do. They just don't need to.
But so basically, like, she at this point she has come back to life successfully. Seeing that she is still peaceful, they take a moment and they actually strap her down, which they admittedly probably should have done beforehand. But then after they strap her down, they come and talk to the 3 of you. And as they approach you, they say, "Eltuan, please go wait for us outside." Eltuan leaves and comes up, and she goes, "This body came from y'all's cart. This body was dead, and this body is back to life. You need to tell me who you are right now. I need to know everything about you."
I mean, I'm just saying the necromancy guy.
Give me 1
He
second.
could spend an
What do y'all
Okay.
roll to go
I'm-
against an intimidation?
wisdom saving throw
Then do a
usually, right,
wisdom
Davis?
save.
Yeah, that would make sense. You're resisting like a mental effect,
Okay.
basically. It's like trying to stop not
Look,
being feared.
That's a 9.
I was in
Whoa!
shock when
That's a
the
22.
body got in
Bryn
the
fucking
cart.
steals his brow. He's like,
When I
Bren's
got out of
used
shock,
to.
the body was there. I really don't know.
Okay. So,
We.
Bryn,
I'm just saying the necromancy guy left alone in the car with her. Just throwing that out there.
I rolled against you. You beat it by 1. Congratulations.
yeah.
Haggith, you truly don't know, so it doesn't really matter what you say. But Dylan, you failed your roll, and you are intimidated. You are now, for all intents and purposes, at her mercy in the sense of you were about to tell her
Yeah.
about you, about what you know, about what you have had to come to accept and everything. The stage is yours. What the heck is the pinned comment?
Are you just not noticing?
Come with egg roll.
I
Damien
think-
just.
Help me.
Okay.
listen, if that was me, I didn't. I don't know, man. I black out sometimes. I don't I don't know what you want me to do. I mean, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Yeah, I act weird, but it's just sort of instincts.
At this
My
point, Scantly, you swear she grows 2 times her size. I want you to tell me who you are.
I'm Damien Hearthstone, the son of a healer and the guard. They are not my biological parents. I'll give you that much. They found me in a field and they raised me as their own. But as far as I'm concerned, they're the only family I need. I am their son, and I am proud to be their child. To me, that is who I am. I am no one else.
At that point, Eltora goes and she speaks up, and you get a new tone out of Eltora that y'all haven't seen before. Um, it's not her typical cheery self, not her, not necessarily innocent or happy-go-lucky, but positive. It is a cold, collected, uh, um, it is a cold and it is a collected. We'll see about that. Um, and she just simply walks up to you, and before you can even react, she grabs your arm and she lifts up your sleeve. And for this instance, your armor's not covering your forearm.
Yeah, well, he would have been in his party attire,
Okay.
so he wasn't
Perfect.
wearing armor.
Lifts up your sleeve and she whispers this quick chant. And at that point, the mark of Nerul on your arm begins to grow. Y'all may not have known this, but when you were marked with the warming light that came down after completing your first contract, you were fully welcomed into the guild and you received a mark of Nerul. And Eltora just looks at you and says, you three are who we have been looking for. We know who you are. You are a Dhampir. You poured your blood into this woman's corpse, and somehow she came back to life. That's only supposed to be able to be done by a true vampire. But you could do it. Which means that you were turned by him.
By who?
By
And Damien like juts his arm away.
by Lord Zephyr Cromwell himself. He has tasked the ethereal court with finding one of his descendants, as he calls them, but one of the Dhampirs that he turned, and his party, as they have a mission that he says only they may fulfill. And clearly, you must be they who will fulfill, because no one else, no other Dhampir in this entire planet can do what you have done. Deny it all you want. Tell me a lie all you want about who your family is. Even if it's not a lie, in this instance, it doesn't matter. In this instance, what matters is that you have finally been found, you have finally been identified, and Lord Nerul's contract can finally begun, can finally start, it can finally be underway.
I don't know this man. I truly don't. I promise.
I don't expect you to. Scantly comes in. All three of you give me a perception check.
It's only gonna be.
That's the third 28.
That's crazy.
That's impressive.
A lot of 18s today.
14.
Yeah.
What did Davis get?
22.
Okay. The two of you.
Oh, I thought you said 42 for a
Yeah,
second.
So did I
Like,
for a second. I was like,
42.
Good lord.
The two of you, you notice the same mark of Nerul began to glow on both Eltora and Scantly's arms as well. Damien, you only notice it on Scantly. You don't notice it on Eltora, as she was next to you holding it. Like holding your arm. You were looking at yours, and then you saw Scantly as she walked up. And anyways, she comes up, she says, we don't expect you to. Altora may have been harsh, but she's not entirely wrong. The life you've known may have been true for a while, may have been true once, may even technically be true now, but when you were reborn a Dhampir, your life as you knew has been taken away. This time that you say you don't remember what you've done, you don't remember what you do, is because you've been fighting your urges. We have seen similar things before, but never in such an extreme case of with complete memory loss. It is truly extraordinary. But she is also not incorrect in the sense of a contract has been issued to the court, but the court had no one who matched its description. Somehow, Lord Nerul knew, and Lord Zephyr Cromwell knew, that you three would form a party, and you would come, and you would become members of the court, and you would be here to fulfill this quest, whatever it is. None of us even know what it was.
Yeah, well, of course he knew. He got somebody to kidnap all of us. It's not like we kind of came here willingly.
I nearly got
Can't
put to
call it
death for stealing a
predetermined if one of
freaking
his
apple.
agents just makes it happen.
That may be true. Lord Nerul is a god after all, but none of us knew. Theria didn't know, at the time at least. But what is truly extraordinary is y'all now have an opportunity. None of us know what the mission is, but it has been a mission that we've been told about, we've known about for over a decade. I hope y'all will go back, meet Theria, get the information, and y'all will accept the quest. Y'all will meet Lord Zephyr Cromwell, and y'all will execute it to the best of your abilities.
So we've been ignoring a little bit of an elephant in the room. When you first revealed our, signs of Nehruin, I figured we'd be put to death or something. No, you guys are servants of the dead one too. So is this like a secret society thing? Is like practically everybody in power in this on this continent just a servant of this one fucking god?
I mean, the secret hideout of the ethereal court is like 2 miles away from here, so
That is pretty valid. Or is it just you
The
guys?
two of you make very good points. You will find agents of Nerul, members of the Ethereal Court in most every city, especially the major cities, but we do not all hold such positions of power. I cannot assure you that you will be able to go to the Hub or to Stone Hollow or Thelren and you will find people of the same influence as us, but you will be able to find people who will be able to help you.
So we don't know what this quest we're about to be given is, but do you have any idea what Nerul or Lord Cromwell could be seeking? Because as much as I love being an errand boy, I don't plan on carrying out any god's will without knowing what I'll be doing, what it might bring to the world. Because I wouldn't say I'm a good person, but when I die, I really don't want the guilt on my conscience of knowing I've doomed this whole world.
Say that one more time. I was reading something. I'm very sorry.
Mm-hmm. So you said you don't really know what quest we'll be undertaking and that we need to go talk to Theria and figure it out, but do you have any idea what Nerul or Lord Cromwell could be searching for? After all, I mean, I love being an errand boy as much as the next guy, but I don't plan on carrying out some god's will unless I have an idea of what it is my actions will affect. What will I be rotting upon the world with what I'm doing? I don't want to die knowing that I've like doomed this plane to, death.
No, basically, what she says to you is none of us know what the quest is. Of course, all we know is it came in 10 years ago. At really the first time that good King Halthor of Haven really showed his might, really showed his power, and he made a move against Zephyr Cromwell. That is the only thing that any of us have ever been able to come up with in this past decade, as to why or what could the quest actually be about. We don't know, but that is what we assume. What we assume is that a high-profile execution is going to be requested since Lord Zephyr Cromwell can't seem to do it himself. He has to contact the Ethereal Court.
Let me rephrase the question very quickly, and then
Okay.
I guess I'll let you go.
If I misunderstood,
What is it? No. You understood it. I just want to change it
Okay.
because I want to. In character, I want to find out what they're about.
Okay.
So, I guess my question now is, why did you two join the Ethereal Court? What do you want?
What? I can't necessarily speak for El Toro, but I was quite literally raised into it. And then what I can tell you is that when I was of age, I became an acolyte, and I was put into a party. These parties are formed, they are formed for life. A party member cannot be swapped out unless you speak with the dead and they approve and they select their replacement. One second. But what I can tell you is, since it is a pact, it is a party that is for life. One woman you already know, two women you already know. One late man and myself were all members of the party, and we were all assigned to the college. El Toro and I, we grew stronger here, and really all four of us grew stronger. We became in leadership positions of the college until one of us was slain during a raid several years ago, and another was actually promoted within the court. And since then, our mission has been to stand by the college and use it as a front to increase our strength and to build up the strength of others, and use it as a front and a defense to the Ethereal Court Sanctum. As Hygith just pointed out, it is only 2 miles away. As for why, it's like I told you, I was raised into it, and I can't speak for El Toro. But
Well, so long as your goal is, kind of self-interest rather than some larger aim of, killing everyone on the planet or something, I can't really begrudge you. I also joined the Ethereal Court, and I did it purely because it's got good benefits.
it does. I heard about your staff. Both of them, actually.
It's quite the thing.
Scantly winks at you, says both of them.
Oh, yeah. I've got plenty of stories I can tell you about how I've used these two. Give you a live demonstration if you like.
So, Scantly, if this truly is a prophecy, you should be able to trust us to make the right decision. And while I know you could use magic to hear anything we say, can I ask for a moment of just true privacy so I can discuss this with my party?
She looks at you and says, "It is no small feat what you have done in benefit of the college, and it is no small feat what you are about to undertake. As a fellow member of the Ethereal Court, I will grant this to you." Her and El Toro, they huddle together and scantly cast silence on themselves.
That only silences them, though, right?
Yeah, but it prevents the sound from, entering the
I
area.
got you.
And even if it doesn't, that's what it's supposed to do. That's what it's doing now.
Could we roll it doesn't matter, I'll just trust you. Listen, I don't like being the pawn of fate.
Yeah,
I don't like
prophecy shit gets on my
Feeling
nerves.
like-
Especially the prophecy's not even about me; it's about this twink. I'm gonna
Yeah,
need a
I
good
don't like-
reason to do this.
Listen.
Wait, hang on, Damien. Let me just say this real quick. I want to hear what you have to say, but
No, yeah, you're right. You go ahead. Yeah, sorry.
I just want to. I think we shouldn't take this quest. I think we should go a different route. And I think we should seek out the blessing of another god. Because Nerul could probably strike us dead right now. But I think we should try and kill Cornwall. Or Cromwell. Whatever his name was.
Listen,
We'll need to get more power.
Zephyr Cromwell. What's his name? Listen, Bryn, this prophecy isn't about me. It's not. It can't be. I may be Danthir. Apparently now I'm still sort of wrapping my head around that, but listen, if I were turned, I would have bite marks, and I don't. I was never drank from. I have no, other than brief gaps in memory during battle, I have no memory loss. I've never been turned.
Well, you turned her with your blood, so
Yeah,
maybe
I
when
don't-
you were a baby, he gave you some
But
of his
Enough of the
blood.
ignorance. There's something up with you, and we look past it because you're a good guy. We like you, Damien, but I've never been turned. Well, we have in a world with magical healing. How am I supposed to trust that just because you don't have holes on your neck that you aren't a vampire?
Listen, I'm not saying that I'm not a Danthir. I'm not. Because as much as I don't want to believe it, it makes sense. Okay? But Danthir aren't usually turned. Danthir are usually born.
Listen,
I
no matter what you are, we trust you.
Thank you, Peggy. But I don't think, I think that we should, I don't think we can trust Nero. I mean, he's a god of death, let's be honest here. But I do want to
Well-
find Zephyr. He might be able to help me, he might be able to cure me of these.
If Nerul truly is the god of death, does it matter who we kill as long as we kill somebody? Because frankly, I don't like the idea of this ethereal court having so much pull on everybody. I would rather fight them.
I also don't like, I don't think that any one group should have absolute power. But right now we don't have the strength of numbers to attack them.
Yeah.
So I say we go along with them for now. Eventually we can turn on them. Can they still see us? Are they still like watching us?
Yes. I mean, they're not like staring at you, but I mean, yeah.
I mean,
I'm team whoever's whoever's gonna come out on top. So if you guys can make a good enough argument that you can win against this whole Nerulian cult situation, I'll keep working with you guys. But I don't know, if things aren't going our way, I don't promise I will not just leave. However, I will promise that I won't kill either of you.
Yeah.
I won't physically turn on you, but I will. You'll be like, all right, Bryn, it's time for the great final battle, our moment of sacrifice where we go
Let's
down
just-
fighting, and I am gone because I will not die for some silly prophecy.
Listen, Bryn, I think if you like a brother, come on, bring it in. Bring it in.
let's
Come on.
just hear Cromwell out and decide what we want to do then.
Don't you hug
Yeah.
me?
I agree. Come on. Come on, Bryn. You know you want group hug. Come on, everyone in. Come on.
Look, I've got a
Everyone
lot
in.
on my mind right now.
Exactly. How much better would it be if you were embraced by a friend?
I'll just
You,
give you a little.
you just don't look like you
fist bump.
give good hugs. You're too skinny. Like you don't. There's
But
nothing
but
here.
I've got
like-
damn fair strength.
It's like getting hugged by a coat
strong.
rack.
But I've got the strength. It's like a weighted blanket.
Clearly, you love weighted blankets. We know that about
I
you.
tell you what, no, you don't sleep well until you've had a weighted blanket. It's pretty nice.
You're built like that guy Peter, son of David.
Okay then.
Yeah, no hug, none of this.
Okay, fine. I agree. I say we go with the plan until we get the Zephyr Conrail. Hear him out and then see if we want to dip or not.
I'm always down to play both sides, so I'll go along with this.
And hey, if we find anyone that's against Nehru along the way, I say we talk to them and see if we can get them all gathered in one place. If that way, if we do decide to go against, we have an army, and if not, we have an offering.
What if we just
Dude,
we could
true.
send them all to Crossroads and maybe start
Oh,
our
yeah.
own organization there in the
No,
down
I think
low?
we use Crossroads as a fake because a lot of people know we are associated with Crossroads. So if we send all of our allies there and our
That's
enemies
right.
catch wind of it, they're going to destroy it and all of our allies with it.
Maybe we should
That's our
send some
decoy.
of-
There
Maybe we
was
should send some of the ethereal court to Crossroads so they think they
there
have control
was
on it through us.
there was a play that was one of my favorite plays of all time called Blazing Saddles, and at the end they built a replica of the town like 3 miles east of the actual town and then rigged it with explosives. I'm just saying, good work. Worked for them.
I think we'll probably have to gather in the mountains or caves or something like that.
Yeah, if we want to keep it on the deal, it's going to
Maybe
be
we
tough,
could
but-
go to a temple in Haven and dig tunnels underneath the city.
I agree. I understood that reference. I get it's very funny.
Very funny.
Very my wife.
But yeah, so I figured that'll all come in time. For now, I do agree. We'll play both sides, play along with what they're talking about, and decide when push comes to shove whose side we're really on.
Yeah, I guess I kind of need to figure out what I'm gonna do. I mean, I don't really like the idea of drinking people's blood. I guess it's okay if it's bad people
So-
though.
Do you want us to tell them? Do you want to tell them that we're ready to hear Cromwell out?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, I'm gonna go and just kind of smack El Toro on the Giat.
It doesn't make a
Just a little-
noise.
just a little pat.
I don't even want to acknowledge that.
Just like a little pat. It's like, hey, we're ready.
Okay.
See, guys, we have answered the question: if a tree falls in a forest and no one's around, does it make a sound?
I'll just do that and just be like, come on. And then,
that in like extends the question: did someone cast the silence spell?
Anyways, they dropped the silence spell.
if you smack it, you out of silence.
Does it even make a sound?
They drop the silence spell and they just look at you.
It makes a sound when I drop my tree in the forest.
It's when you
Hey,
take
she's
a poo,
been winking and grabbing my arm all day. You know,
I think you got to finish the bag at this point.
It's the implication.
I think we're gonna hear Cromwell out.
Okay.
Yes, if
Do you know where he is?
I know when we find the individual we were supposed to find, we're supposed to send them back to Theria, and Theria will give the information needed. We know he resides in the Oculus, but aside from that, there is not too much more that is actually known about him. Most of his history has been erased. Unfortunately, despite all the knowledge we have here, all the literature, all the records, we don't have much on him. He is, for the most part, a mystery, but we do know that he is a vampire, who, according to legend, was once a master violinist for one of the late kings, but no one even knows who he used to be, if Lord Zephyr Cromwell is even his true name, or if he took that when he became a vampire.
He has quite the good singing.
So where's the Oculus?
Do you have a map?
Well, yes, we sure do.
It is the furthest east castle on your map. Everyone knows where
Ah.
it is, but no one dares approach due to the swamp. The only way through to it is through a gap in the mountains it is nestled between, and that gap is protected by a swamp, and there's rumors of black dragons living there.
Hear me out.
Are there any ogres?
Perhaps
Maybe
I
a
don't know.
donkey?
I haven't visited there. No donkeys.
What about a talking puppet or a
Get out
gingerbread
of
man?
my swamp.
I did see a cat wearing boots there.
It's
That's
acceptable.
weird. That's weird.
ladies' underwear. I'm
Ladies' underwear. What is it?
Oh man, what are we doing with our lives?
Shrek 2 is, I think, probably the best one. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, it is. It
It's peak.
100%
That
is.
shit's peak.
Shrek
Mhm.
4 is pretty good though. Just saying, Barbarian Fiona. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Anyways, can someone else say something so it's not awkward and silent?
No, you could just stew in it.
Well, apparently Demo agrees, but
Thank
not
you,
convinced that's not
Smalls.
just Chap's second account.
Thank you. Hey, my hand. Demo, say something right now, please.
I really would truly appreciate it if we just forced Dylan to keep his hands in the air the rest of the stream, and we run until midnight.
Demo, please don't say anything.
Demo.
I know you're not
Please.
secretly Chaps, but I want you to.
There we go.
Hey, you put your hands behind your head. We couldn't see your hands when that came in.
I was typing that with my feet.
He typed on his phone.
I believe it. But if,
He has a clone in the closet.
for the
The
most
next
part,
sock puppet account comes out of the woodwork.
Wait. He is the clone in the closet.
The real Chaps is out there playing Red Dead Redemption.
Died.
all right.
Cool.
This conversation. How are y'all choosing to end it? Are y'all choosing to continue? What are y'all doing right now?
I would
Well,
if
You guys
Lord's
got cool stuff to give us before we go to the swamp?
She's like, no, we have nothing. You need to go speak with Theria. In
In
the
the Oculus.
no, in the
do
sanctum.
we level up?
In the sanctum.
Oh, wait, like the ethereal court
Yes.
table talk, like the ethereal court.
Yeah.
Okay.
She will give you what you need.
I thought you were saying Theria was in the Oculus.
No.
I was confused.
Yeah. Theria Drip will give you what you need and put you on your way to go find and go speak with Lord Zephyr Cromwell.
Okay.
If this man is truly is my sire, I would like to waste no time finding him.
Mhm. No, fair enough.
Well, do you guys want to come with us to the sanctum?
She looks and says, "We have a banquet to return to. Both of us cannot disappear for extended periods of time.
Sure.
But we do wish you all the best."
Well, Tora, if you disappear with us, I don't think anybody's gonna think too hard about that.
Hey, Scantily can come with us instead.
The two of them.
So at least before we leave, we could perform a little, ritual to Nay Rule, if you know what I mean.
Hey, listen, you guys go for it. I need to sit
You have a
down.
lot on your plate right now. I get it.
Yeah.
At this
Damien might
point-
need some time with just us to process all this, so it might be better if you two stay here.
Well, at this point, dude, what's the name of this Blazer Beast? I can only think of Shadow.
Phantom.
I
Phantom.
can only think of Shadow.
So I envision Phantom having the voice of Patrick Stewart.
Hello there. It's
Uh,
Phantom.
Phantom.
I was
Phantom walks in.
thinking Tom Hardy.
I like that too.
Which Tom
You know,
Hardy though?
Hardy. The Bane. It will be very
Yeah.
painful
For you.
was wondering what breakfast. Your boy.
I'm sorry, Steven. You can keep going.
Phantom as soon as this happens, Phantom walks in and comes up, and like how a cat will rub its head on a person's leg, it rubs its head on Damien's like torso because it's so large. And El Tora and Scantley look at the two of you and hint that we should step out for a little bit. Give Damien a little bit of time, and with that, that really draws a close to the first season of not Hell Hath No Fury. What the hell?
Hell Hath No Fury.
What the hell? Of From the Shadows. We have...
Right before it fades to black, Bryn just goes, "This truly was a From the Shadows."
We truly are from the shadows.
Yeah, I don't know how it goes out. I didn't necessarily... Y'all kind of diverted me because Table Talk, obviously, with it now being over, I got Dylan's backstory wrong.
Yeah.
So I wrote some of that wrong. So that's why it kind of, went a different direction than I thought it was. And I apologize for that for everyone. But regardless, for those of you still watching and those of you who played, I want to thank you for my most memorable campaign that I will have ever run. My first one, first season, I was 15 sessions. It has been a fantastic time. We really got into the groove of things, especially towards the end. And I had just a fantastic time running this. I can't thank the three of you enough for playing in it, and for everybody who came and supported us throughout these 15 episodes. Those here today, of course, I want to thank you for commenting in the chat. And those who aren't here today, just thank you for, helping us, supporting us as we move through this and explore this new continent, this new story. With that, I'm going to say my goodbye, and I'm going to let Dylan or anyone else wrap up the stream if they want to. But I've said it probably 4 times already. Thank you. This has been my first campaign I've run. It has been one of the most fun things I've been able to work on in my spare time in a very long time. It was so refreshing to see all this creative imagery that I had seemingly lost from when I was in high school or middle school, that I seem to have lost in college, all come back. And I'm able to create this entire fantasy, this entire epic in my mind. It was beautiful to see that put on paper and then see it live itself out through my friends' eyes and through their perceptions, their minds, and their words. And it's a beautiful thing, and I want to thank all of y'all for sharing it with me. So that is my thank you. That is my goodbye. Dylan, if you want to wrap up, you are more than welcome to.
Yeah. Real quick, chat, other players, can we just get a quick round of applause for Steven? Like, this was, to be his first campaign, this was absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, because DMing is a lot like sex.
It is.
The first time is always really awkward, and communication is key. And to be honest, to continue this analogy, Steven, you are a dedicated lover. You know that?
Exactly. You hit the G spot so many times. It was great.
I'm not going to be able to walk straight for a week after this campaign.
Exactly. I'm having trouble sitting down, if I'm being honest.
I can't even really hold in my stool very well anymore. I'm anal retentive at this point.
Take some Imodium.
I think I'm going to get withdrawals from this.
No, yeah, I'm going to miss playing as Damien, so I cannot. You know what? Season 3 is just going to be one episode. Then we're going to be right back.
I need more.
I don't have an excuse to make gambling addiction jokes anymore. This is
gone. It's
All
gone.
Right. Well, like Steven
now it's just going to be sad when I gamble.
Now it's just going to be, sex jokes.
Not much will change.
Like Steven said, thank you all for joining us tonight.
Every time we have like a semi-serious character, they're just goofy.
Yeah. Well, like they always start. Well, I like to think it's them opening up to the party. They're very closed off in the beginning, and then character development happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Steven said, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. if you guys missed an episode or didn't quite you weren't quite listening for one part, once again you can catch up on From the Shadows on our YouTube channel. It's a huge backload of content there. You be set for weeks of binge watching and just falling asleep to our lovely voices and Damien screaming hello.
I feel like you should change it to
That'll wake you up.
fall asleep to our voices. The lovely might be a little bit of an oversell.
I'm a salesman at heart. What can I say? Make sure that you guys are part of our Discord, where you can stay up to date on all the Dice Room news. If we have to change schedules up last minute, something like that. If we're doing any fun gaming streams that aren't within our normal schedule, we do those sometimes where we come back. If you aren't following, make sure you do that, because otherwise, why are you here? Make sure you go follow the Dice Room on Spotify. From the Shadows is starting to air there. It's not up to date yet. The first episode, the first half of episode 1 is out currently. The second half will be out this Wednesday, and then the episodes will be sort of split up and come out every Wednesday. But if you want to just go ahead and watch it, you can go over to the YouTube. Make sure you check out our friends over at Oak Lounge Games. Use code DICEROOM10 for 10% off your next purchase with us, or with them, not with us. Well, you're kind of with us. And for the last time with From the Shadows, oh yeah, real quick, season 3 of Hell Hath No Fury will be coming very soon, just because Steven's that good of a lover. It'll be coming this next Monday. We'll be back in the wonderful is a stretch, the continent of Calvernus. I'm sure.
Wait, you said next Monday?
This upcoming Monday.
Oh, I thought you were going to be gone by then.
Oh yeah, never mind. Not going to be there. I've got a fun little thing. These schmucks will be doing something good. Hell Hath No Fury season 3 will be coming the Monday after that. Thank you for reminding me, Caleb. These guys will have something really cool planned. I'm sure it'll be something completely awesome and original and not lackluster at all. But yeah, keep an eye out, because as soon as we finish finding a party, the New Olympians, the Masks and New Generation series will be coming to a Dice Room near you. All right, I think that's everything. Did I miss anything, Steven?
Not that I know of. Either two of you
All right.
have anything? That's a no.
No,
They're just
thank
pretty
you, Steven,
faces.
again.
No, I said my piece.
Well,
that DMing is like
Davis is a pretty
sex,
face. I don't know
and
about this.
All right. Well, in that case, for the last time in From the Shadows, Steven, tell you what, why don't you do the honors tonight?
From the last time, for a little while at least, in From the Shadows, we just want to say thank you. We'll see you next time. Same dice time, same dice room. See ya.
Bye-bye, guys.